we're here at Johnson Valley Beef in Andover, Iowa, and this is Jason Johnson. What were some of the big benefits that you saw by treating your manure with our pit treatment products?
Well, when we started with you guys, we had the hydrogen sulfide gas problem. That's why you guys come on board, and the levels in the spring were lower, and then the levels this fall were damn near nothing. And so between getting rid of the hydrogen sulfide and when we dumped the product in, we were making the manure got more slurry, and we cut the pumping or the stirring way down in each pit, and we haul everything with semis. So by dumping the additive in and by not stirring as much, we still had a lot more in the tank of the semi, and that made fewer loads to haul in the pumping season.
Another big benefit as well that you had saw was, you just mentioned you had cut your time in half in terms of agitation, and as we look at that, you're saving fuel costs, time, labor. You can be more effective with your time. But one of the big benefits that he was mentioning here, we want to talk about return on investment, was his nitrogen values had doubled. I thought that you said prior to treating, you were somewhere around the baseline 20s on the nitrogen pounds per 1,000-gallon values, and we doubled those up around to the midline 50s. So explain, what is that worth to you?
Yeah, that's a big money savings there too. When you can run 6,000 gallons an acre and cut it down to 4,500, you can get more manure on more acres than just doing a few acres, and that's less money that I got to give to the local elevator for commercial fertilizer. We got the cattle, we might as well use in our own man-made fertilizer, and it's all natural, and that seems to be what everybody wants, is all natural, and the country's going this green, so you can't get much more natural than the man-made stuff.
Yep, that's exactly. Our pit treatments are microbial treatments. What they're doing is they're naturally stabilizing the nutrient. But yeah, it's been a pleasure, and enjoyed working with you, Jason, here for the last year. And we made a couple trips here over the last year, and we really liked what we saw. The manure was liquefying, and we get that bubbling action of bringing bottoms up off the bottom solids up back into the top part of the pit, where the microbes can continue to break down and digest the manure and bring that into a liquid state, and increase the nitrogen and nutrient values of the manure. So
yeah, that's another thing with the pit additive. There's no crusting either, and like you said, the pit's always bubbling a little bit and releasing the hydrogen sulfide gas a little bit every day, instead of when you stick the pump in and you brush that crust and then you get a big whiff of it. And this year we didn't have no crusting on the pit, and so I know the product is doing something in there.
Yep, exactly, because that it's just a good insurance policy too as well, because you know that you're going to reduce those issues of gases, hydrogen sulfide. And now last year you had an incident where you did have hydrogen sulfide prior to coming on board with us, and you lost some cattle as well, didn't you?
That's right. We lost 26 head last fall. And
what were the value of them cattle?
Yeah, probably $1,500 a head, real easy.
Yep. So 40,000 or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just makes sense, and more guys need to be treating the manure, and it's definitely a return on investment and pays big paybacks.
Yep.
So.